Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints as they take on the third-year man, Mitchell Trubisky, and the NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Quarterback Mitchell Trubisky leading out the Chicago Bears. Former number 2 overall pick out of Carolina. Big improvements in year 2 for Trubisky. Touchdown spiked from 7 to 24. Yards per game went up by almost 50. And, of course, most importantly, the Bears went from 5 wins to 12 and an NFC North title. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On third down, Trubisky finding Gabriel complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky, airing it out, looking for Ridley. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Brees now on first down.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll run. This is Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Brees now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Makes the score Saints 3.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
They'll run on second down with Cohen.
29-yard
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Field goals all we've had so far, 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brees going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Trubisky will throw. And this is incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And this will be taken at the 13.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. That got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Brees now to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quickly into the hands of Patterson. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So that one will be accepted. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
47's the mic.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. To throw, it's Brees. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I know you felt that one.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Don't go this way.
Brees now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Saints 12.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Quick pass out to Miller. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Brees. And he rifles one incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Saints on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brees. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Brees now 9 of 17 through the air. Into the red zone, it's Brees. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Is good. Makes the score Saints 19.
That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky finding Gabriel complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, Trubisky completes it to Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run. This is Cohen. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, it's Davis. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now 2nd and 6.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got Burton here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Cohen, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second down and goal. Trubisky underneath to Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Trubisky to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that gets them back within 10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
We own them. We own them.
Shotgun now for Brees. And this is hauled in by Matthews. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brees now, and he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From midfield, here's Brees. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's on the 2nd-round pick, Eric McCoy from Texas A&M. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Murray. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division race.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 26 yards on the play there. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Thomas has got it. Complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go play action here on 1st down. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Brees gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On 1st down, Murray. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by Buster Screen. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
From just shy of midfield, Brees. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Luck's good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Davis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Don Bell.
Watch Mike.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Makes the score
another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the ground, Kamara, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Brees on third down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Yeah, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Trubisky looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That one on Kyle Long, of course, the son of Hall of Famer Howie Long. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Brees. Now Brees lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation. To throw is Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Trubisky to throw, and he's got Miller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen here. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
First down, Saints.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Brees. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And the blitz does come. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
A gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back to throw.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now it's Trubisky. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Brees to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
A gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Underneath to Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Get ready. And
the Bears first down.
Me and you are
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action with Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Lucky.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
He wasn't ready.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing
Personal
call.
foul, roughing the passer, defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bears, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2.